62. Here we are, guys. Here we are, boys, with episode 62. With episode 62, it comes Shorty Boy. Here we are with episode 62, it comes Shorty Boy. So, before we get into it, guys, I gotta reiterate this every stream. Every time I do one of these, I gotta reiterate this. If at any point in the stream y'all hear me stuttering or tripping over my words, I've got a speech impediment. That's why I stutter. That's why I trip over my words. Anyways, let's get the promotional stuff out of the way, and then we'll get into it. So, y'all get the boxing stream. Y'all will get the boxing stream later this month. Probably towards the end of the month or the middle of the month, because I've got stuff to do. Yes, but later this month, y'all get the boxing stream. I'll talk about all the greats. I'll talk about Manny Pacquiao, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, etc., etc. I'll talk about all the greats next, or not, dear God. I'll talk about all the greats. I'll talk about boxing later this month. I'll talk about all the greats. So stay tuned for that. Also, I'm currently working on. Also, guys, I'm still working on the White Knight, on Ogre's 8, on the Dragon King trilogy, and on Gunblade. I'm still working on the Samurai and Gunslinger. I'm still working on Gunblade. So that's all the promotional stuff out of the way. Yes, I know it was very stuttery, it was very jittery, but I can't help it. I've got a speech impediment, like I said. So with all that said, with all that out of the way, who do y'all want to talk about? Because I've got an hour to kill. Also, guys, I'm sorry. I do apologize because a few days ago, I had to delete 2 songs. Well, they weren't really songs, they were more so snippets. Like, maybe 12, 13 second clips of the songs I was writing. Hey, because I do music stuff as well. Although I do it as a hobby, guys. I'm not a professional musician. I create the music stuff on the side. I put my time and effort, my actual passion, into the stories, into my writings, into my books and comic books and all that. That's what I put the most time into. Because I do that more than I do the music stuff. Although I still do the music stuff, and I need to talk about it just right quick, because I did lose 6 songs, guys. I wrote 6 songs I was going to release over the course of December and January. I was going to release more songs for you guys, but I lost them. I lost them though, guys. They're gone. They are gone, guys. They're gone. The 6 songs I was planning on releasing are gone. I gave y'all snippets. I gave y'all little like teasers of 2 songs in particular, Effort and Time and Empty Wishes. Those 2 songs, they were gonna be so good. Hey, but now they're gone. As well as the 4 others. However, guys, hey, the music is not where I put my most time and effort into. As y'all know, I think y'all have heard me talk about this on multiple occasions. I just did it in the intro, as a matter of fact, as we got the promotional stuff out of the way. I am a writer, guys. I've got nothing published, though. Nothing is published, not yet. I'm still working on The White Knight and Ogre's 8, and the Dragon King trilogy and Gunblade, and the broader world of Avaloria itself. And because if y'all want me to go more into detail here with that, then okay, I have songs up on the channel. I've got 7 songs up on the channel right now, and they're actually in a playlist. You guys go to the channel and just look through the channel and look for the songs of Avaloria. If y'all want to know more about the Dragon King trilogy I'm working on, if y'all want to know more about the broader world of Avaloria and the mythology I'm building here with that, then go check out those 7 songs of Avaloria. Like I said, hey, they're on the channel. In fact, I'll do it right now with you guys. I'll go to YouTube, I'll go to my channel, and I'll just scroll down. I will scroll down until I see playlist. Okay, good. I'll go to the songs of Avaloria, the songs of my mythology. I'll just click that, and 7 songs will pop up. So there you go. Also, guys, boom, the lighting is fixed. There you go. There you go, guys. So just go to the channel and just listen to any of the songs I've uploaded. I mean, I could go into history about each song, but I'm not going to because that would take way too long. But yeah. Also, guys, read the description of each song of Avaloria. Read the description of each song of my mythos, of my mythology, because it describes what each song is about. However, guys, I'm still working on the Dragon King trilogy and the broader world of Avaloria itself. So I'm still building that mythology because I am a history and mythology and psychology and philosophy nerd. I love learning stuff, guys. I love knowledge. I love knowledge and just learning things in general. If y'all want to know what this channel is about, if y'all want to know what the channel is about, then go read the channel description. I talk about anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, philosophy, ancient and old stories. And I'm talking old stories like the epic of Gilgamesh, Beowulf, all that stuff. Like, it's so fascinating, guys. You see, I am a history and mythology nerd. I love all this stuff, guys. Just go read his channel description. Go read his channel description if you want to know what this channel is about. Yes, the channel description is long. The channel description is long and it's very wordy. I will admit that. I may have overdone it a bit. But it is worth it, and it explains what the channel is about. So, if y'all want to know more, then just read the channel description. Also, guys, I have 2 playthroughs, and my gaming days are done. I'm a retired gamer, but my gaming days are done. Hey, but I do have 2 playthroughs of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 up on the channel if you want to go check them out. I have the original Ultimate playthrough and the Amazing playthrough, aka the New Game Plus playthrough. So yeah, just go check those out if you haven't. And yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline, guys. I've got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. Like, I know y'all haven't had a song from me at least in a while. I mean, I did redo Lucifer. I did like re-record Lucifer's Lullaby for you guys, and make sure y'all read the description of that song as well. Make sure y'all read the description of Lucifer's Lullaby. That explains what the song is about. And make sure y'all vote. Make sure y'all vote on your favorite version of that song. I have 2 versions up on the channel. And read the description of that video of that song, and it explains everything. It explains it explains literally everything. Also, guys, I'm sorry about the speech impediment again. There's nothing I can do about that. But I've promised y'all two things on this channel. This is episode 62 of Come Share With Your Boy. I've done 61 of these, and I've promised y'all this. I've promised y'all two things. One, hit the boxing stream, of which I've been going on about it for months now. Y'all will get that towards the end of this month. And two, y'all will get artwork, or at least concept art, of the samurai and gunslinger by the end of the year, by either Christmas or New Year's. But yeah, guys, I have a lot of stuff, guys. I've got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. I do these every night from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. So make sure to stay tuned for that and all. But yeah, so I basically promised y'all more music on December 1st, of which y'all will get. Y'all are getting two new songs on December 1st. But y'all will be getting no, I'm not going into that right now. I'm not going into that right now. Y'all will just have to wait until the end of the month for that little surprise I have planned. I have a little surprise planned for the end of the month. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that as well. Yeah, but mainly I can talk about anything and everything. Like I basically have a encyclopedia up in here of both Marvel and DC comics. I can literally name y'all over half of Marvel and DC's villains and heroes, and give y'all actual and I can give y'all actual reading recommendations as well if y'all want. Like for Punisher, or not, dear God, not Punisher, Daredevil. Hey, for Daredevil, I would highly recommend, and yes, this is obvious, but I do not care, it is a phenomenal run. I would recommend Frank Miller's Hey the Man Without Fear for any fans of Daredevil. For any fans of Matt Murdock, I would recommend Hey the Man Without Fear. Now for Batman fans, hey for the Dark Knight fans, I would recommend the Dark Knight, or Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, which is a phenomenal comic. I mean, Jesus Christ, old Bruce Wayne is phenomenal. And obviously, you cannot mention Batman stories here without mentioning Alan Moore's The Killing Joke. I mean, that is just Joker's true origin, in my opinion. And ask any Batman fan if you ask any Batman fan of what Joker's origin is, they will most likely tell you The Killing Joke. Jack Napier. It was Joker's actual name. Now, granted, this story was not canon. It was a one-shot, a one-and-done, a standalone story, but a lot of Batman fans, including myself, take Alan Moore's Killing Joke as the one true origin of the Clown Prince of Crime. As Joker said it himself, sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. I mean, it's just phenomenal, dude. It is phenomenal. I love the joke. It's a phenomenal story. Now the movie adaptation, that's a bit more questionable. However, I will forever to this day love Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill because Kevin Conroy is the Dark Knight. Kevin Conroy is Batman. I am the Knight. I am vengeance. I am Batman. That is just truly great. I mean, I have BTA right there on my shelf. I have it right there on my shelf, guys. I have it. I have Batman the Animated Series on my shelf. I also have Batman Beyond on my shelf. Now, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill made the best Batman and Joker, in my opinion. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. You are the greatest Batman to ever exist. Same here with Mark Hamill. Now, Mark Hamill was still alive, obviously, but the initial backlash Mark he was afraid of because he thought I could never follow Jack Nicholson's Joker in the Michael Keaton Batman films. I could never follow Jack Nicholson's Joker. However, when people think of Batman and Joker nowadays, they most likely think of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. Plus, Mark, he was actually scared. He was scared of the backlash because Mark Hamill, as we know, is Luke Skywalker in, in Star Wars. And the backlash of Luke Skywalker playing the Clown Prince of Crime. Oh, that. I don't think it actually happened. I don't think there was any real backlash. But Mark, he was afraid of that. He was afraid of the backlash he would get if he actually did play the Clown Prince of Crime. But everything worked out. Because nowadays, when people think of Joker, he's the first one to come to mind. He's the first one to come to mind. If you think of Joker, who do you think of? In my opinion, two names pop out. Mark Hamill, obviously, because duh, he is the greatest voice of the Joker. And two, Heath Ledger. Because Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight, in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, in his Batman trilogy, Heath Ledger was the Joker. Why so serious? He tells 3 stories in that film about his past, of which I love. I love the fact that he does this. Heath Ledger is one of the most iconic Jokers, in my opinion, because he did something no one else before him did, at least in my opinion. Heath Ledger made the Joker terrifying. He made the Joker truly scary. I literally was scared of Joker as a kid. As a kid, I was terrified of that Joker. Ledger made Joker horrifying. And I love Heath Ledger's Joker laugh. Woo, woo. I can't do it. I can't do it justice. Just go watch the film. Go watch The Dark Knight. It's phenomenal, guys. It is phenomenal. I love it. I truly do. I love Heath Ledger's Joker, man. Like, Heath Ledger's Joker is phenomenal. But yeah, guys, so now that all that's out of the way, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I always have to apologize to y'all. I always have to apologize to y'all because I can never stay on topic. I want to talk about one thing and then my brain goes to another thing. I want to talk about this and then I end up talking about that. I want to talk about that, hey, but I end up talking about this. it's very, very chaotic. That's why there's no script. It's just me and my raw, unfiltered thoughts most of the time. Most of the time. I mean, I don't have any scripts, guys. It's just me talking to y'all here for an hour straight about here what I'm interested in. But yeah, guys, there'll be no more music until December 1st. Well, other than my little a surprise coming at the end of November. Also, I believe in 2 days is the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason. Remember, dang it, I messed up. Crap. Just give me a second. In 2 days is November 5th. Remember the 5th of November is the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. V for Vendetta is a phenomenal story. I love Alan Moore's work on that. Plus, David Lloyd's art is phenomenal. I actually have the comic on my shelf as well. I have a lot of comic books, as y'all can tell. I have a lot of manga, as y'all can tell. I have a lot of books, as y'all can tell. I'm a reader and writer, guys. Even though I've published nothing as far as my writing goes. I just love to read, guys. I've read The Hunger Games in 1984, The Hobbit, His Lord of the Rings, Narnia, etc., etc. And I've read hard books too. I've read the Bible. I've read Dante's A Commedia. I've read everything by J.R.R. Tolkien, and I've read nearly all of Shakespeare's plays. Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth, Othello. Othello is especially good. Go read it if you haven't. Othello is especially good. But yeah, I mean, as y'all can tell, I am a huge fan of reading and writing and all that. Plus, Dante's Commedia is very hard to read. It is Dante's journey from hell to heaven. Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. Very hard books, guys. Very hard books, but good books to read as well. Also, I also love mythology as well, particularly Greek mythology and also Norse mythology. I've been studying Greek mythology for 6 years now. Hey, for 6 years, I've been studying Greek mythology. I've been studying Norse for 2 years. Like, I know about Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Hermes, Heracles, not Hercules, Heracles. Hercules is the Roman name of Heracles, of which the 12 labors is also very fascinating, because originally they weren't 12 labors, they were 10. But I guess Hercules kind of cheated on 2 of them, so it's 10 plus 2. It's 10 plus 2 labors, question mark. I found that very interesting, guys. I found that very interesting. It was not 12 labors originally. It was 10, but he technically, I guess he cheated or something like that on 2 of them, I think. I'd have to go back and read more, of which I'm fine with, because I love doing this. I love reading about these ancient and old stories. I'm completely fine here with fact checking myself on all this. I'm completely fine here with fact-checking everything, guys, as far as the history and mythology and philosophy stuff goes. And really any topic I talk about on the channel, I'm fine. He was doing my research. I'm fine. He was digging a bit deeper because I love learning, guys. I love learning. Yeah, but I think it was 10 plus 2, 12, or I think it was 10 plus 2 labors for Heracles. And then he was given 2 more here because I guess he cheated. I'll have to double check that though, guys. I'll double check it after the stream is over. But yeah, I find all this stuff fascinating. Plus, like I said, I've studied Norse mythology for 2 years. I have yet to get the prose and poetic Edda and read that because those 2 books, the prose and poetic Eddas, are are important, are pivotal to Norse mythology, of which it is genuinely fascinating. These stories of Thor, Odin, Loki, Freya, Sif, all those characters, I mean, it's just genuinely fascinating. Plus, I want to get into Irish mythology as well. I want to get into other mythologies as well. Like right now, I'm trying to get into Irish mythology and Celtic and Scottish mythology. I find it all very, very fascinating, guys. Plus, like I said earlier, I love ancient and old stories, and I love fairy tales as well. Like, I've read a lot of the Disney classics. Well, I've watched, okay. You, you know the Disney classics, right? Hey, the Disney films we all grew up liking. Hey, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Snow White, etc., etc. They are more messed up than people think, because the original stories were written by a lot of different authors, like Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, aka the Grimm brothers, in the 1800s, and Charles Perrault in the 1700s, and then we have Hans Christian Andersen, and then we have Jean-Baptiste Hippolyte in the 1600s. Now, Jean-Baptiste Hippolyte wrote Sun, Moon, and Talia, aka the original Sleeping Beauty. That is fascinating, and this story is not for the faint of heart. This story has a bunch of disgusting topics, of which if I cover, YouTube would have my head. If y'all want a actual good channel that can cover these stories in better detail here than I ever could, just look up Messed Up Origins on YouTube, or look up a channel called John's. Just look up Messed Up Origins on YouTube, or look up a channel called John Solo. That's JONSOLO. Yeah, but John covers it a whole lot better than I ever could. And that's very, very interesting. Like, I find this all just fascinating, you know. Like, I'm super excited for the boxing stream towards the end of the month. But I would have to say I'm more excited for my little surprise at the end of the month. My little surprise at the end of this month, I think y'all are going to like. Of which, yeah, I mean, God, I can never stay on topic. I'm thinking about things, and I want to talk about this and this and this, but I'm staying on one topic. and I want to diverge from another. But yeah, I find all this stuff just interesting and engaging. So the first stream I did was about Wall-E. Now, Wall-E is a phenomenal film. Wall-E is a phenomenal film, of which if y'all want my thoughts on that, you can just go watch that stream, or I might redo it actually, because I've tried, guys, I've tried. I've tried talking about two films in particular. Wall-E, of which, like I said, is a good film. It's a Pixar 2008 film. And it's about a little robot named Wall-E that cleans up the earth and that eventually meets a fellow or a more advanced robot, Eva, of which Wall-E meets a more advanced robot, Eve, and falls in love with her. And he goes above and beyond for her. I mean, this little robot has more humanity and emotion, and the way the film is animated is just beautiful. The way the film is animated is just truly stunning. I mean, truly stunning. This film is so good, and there are three main themes here within it. There are three main themes here within Wall-E itself. At least here that I recognized. One, the environmental message, of which I am not capable of talking about and going that in depth into. Two, the rise and overuse of technology and artificial intelligence. Three, the need for human connection. Now, I do not mean human connection like here we're talking now. In fact, I'm using technology right now to talk to you guys. No, that's not what I mean. I mean actual face to face. I mean, if you're in this room, if you were in this room right now and I were talking to you, that's what I mean by human connection. Of course, we can't talk about these deeper themes we can't talk about the deeper themes here within Wall-E about here without or we what am I trying to say here, guys? Here we can't talk about the deeper themes here within Wall-E here without eventually not stop talking about Wall-E and just talk about the themes in general. Dear God, I hate the way my mind is and the way my stuttering and all that works, because it's so annoying. But we will get past it, guys. We, we will get past it, but it's okay. It's okay, because there's another film I've tried talking about and failing miserably at. Every time I try to talk about this film, I fail. Every time I try to talk about inside, inside. You see? You see, I hate my speech impediment, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I hold my hands up. I hold my hands up. It's okay. It's okay. So, I've also tried talking about Inside Out on the channel and failed miserably at, because Inside Out is a phenomenal film. Inside Out is a film about a little girl named Riley, and it's just basically her navigating her life with her parents, and we see the emotions inside of her head: joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust. Those are the five main emotions, at least in the first film. Note, I haven't seen the second film yet, so I can't comment on it, although I want to. Now, Inside Out is a beautiful, beautiful film from a psychological point of view, because psychologically it is very, very fascinating, because because happiness or joy wants to make sure and keep Riley happy, but certain situations in the film oppose that very idea. We need the other emotions. We need anger and fear and sadness and so on and so on. We need that, guys. Like I I I always tell this same scene over and over, and it's not because I don't know any other scenes. It's because to me this scene, it was one of the best scenes in the first film. So in the first film, there's a scene to where Joy is trying to keep sadness inside of her circle, because it's, and it's a beautiful joke. It's a funny joke and it's a powerful moment, because we try to keep everything bottled in. We never let any other emotions out. We always have to stay happy. And guys, here's the problem. He was talking about these films and their deeper meanings and the deeper lessons hid behind them. Eventually, I'll stop talking about the film itself and start talking about the actual themes and going deeper into those. It's inevitable, guys. We have to. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's just genuinely fascinating to me. It is genuinely interesting. I mean, who knew a show about. So, you see, I can never stay on topic. I'm going off on another tangent about another show. But who knew? Who knew? Who knew a show about a talking sponge who lives in a pineapple under the sea? It could have some heartfelt moments and some genuinely heartbreaking moments as well. Like SpongeBob, even though yes, it's a comedy show made for children. In the first three seasons, though, in the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob, there were some straight good moments. In my favorite episode, Pizza Delivery, Mr. Krabs makes a pizza out of Krabby Patties, and he goes and has SpongeBob, or he has Squidward and SpongeBob, he deliver the pizza. They go through every trial and tribulation imaginable to get this pizza to this customer. And when the customer gets his pizza, he is angered because he didn't get his drink. And he throws the pizza back at SpongeBob. And SpongeBob says, "But Pimp, you didn't order any. You didn't order a." And then he just cries. And Squidward is like, SpongeBob. And then Squidward stands up. Hit for the little one. Squidward stands up for his friend. He goes, knocks on the door, loudly, I might add, and he basically slams the pizza in the customer's face, and he closes the door in anger. And then SpongeBob says in a very sad voice, Did he change his mind? Yup. He ate the whole thing one bite. Really? No drink? Nah. Nah. Now take me home. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? We have just enough time to make it back to work. And then they go back to work. And they go back to the Krusty Krab. And then the episode ends on a hilarious joke. Oh, my aching tentacles. It's hilarious, guys. Who knew SpongeBob could be so profound, too? Like, I say profound, but it's just ultimately a children's show meant for kids, right? But sometimes children's shows have some of the most profound lessons. Like, I'm gonna mention 3 more shows because why the hell not? Avatar's Last Airbender, the original 2003 Teen Titans, and Samurai Jack. Now, Avatar's Last Airbender has some phenomenal has some phenomenal lessons. Like Uncle Iroh is just filled with fatherly wisdom. Like in season 2, there's an episode to where, spoilers, by the way, in season 2, there's an episode here where Zuko sets Appa free. And Uncle Iroh finds out he's the Blue Spirit. Whoop-de-doo, who could have figured that out? But, yeah. And then Iroh confronts him on this. He had to let Appa go. Zuko... Zuko helped free Appa. He freed him from his captivity. And Iroh questions him, and he gets angry at him, and he ultimately says, "Who are you, and what do you want? I know my own destiny, Uncle." Really? Really? Is it your own destiny, or is it a destiny that someone else has chosen for you? You never think these things through. Just like... Crap, I lost it. I lost it that fast, guys. I lost it that fast. This is exactly what happened on the Fire Nation, in the Fire Nation. You had the Avatar, and you had nowhere to go. You didn't know what to do. I'll figure something out, Uncle. No! It is time for you to look inward and start asking yourself the big questions. Who are you? And what do you want? And then that's where we get the entire spill of "I know my own destiny, Uncle." Really? Is this your own destiny? Or is it a destiny that someone else has took? Is it your own destiny? Or is it a destiny that someone else has chosen for you? It's so good, guys. It's so good. Also, side note, guys. Side note here. Tells the Bossing Say. Season 2, episode 15. I believe it's season 2, episode 15. I know it's in season 2. I'm just not sure which episode. It is. But in season 2, the episode Tells the Bossing Say made me cry as a kid. I initially saw that and I cried. I convinced Mom to watch Avatar finally after years and years of begging her to watch it. She finally watched it with me last year, I think. And when we got to that episode, bawling your eyes out at Leaves from the Vine. Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like tiny fragile shells drifting in the foam. Oh, it's so good, guys. Go watch Avatar if you haven't. Now on to Teen Titans. Now, Teen Titans was also a very, very good show. I'm not talking about that crappy reboot Teen Titans Go. No. Get that crap out of here. Get that crap out of here. Teen Titans Go is garbage. But the original Teen Titans was straight up legendary. I mean, the original Teen Titans was great. Plus, I loved how each season it was centered around a character. Like season 1, it was Robin. Season 2, it was Tara. We will get to that in a moment, my dear viewer. Or guys, I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll get to Tara. We will get to Tara soon. But season 2, it was about Tara. Season 3, it was about Cyborg? Question mark? Season 4, it was about Raven. Season 5 was about Beast Boy. Now, I could have seasons 3 and 4 mixed up. I think season 3, it was about Cyborg, and season 4, it was about Raven. Although those two might be interchangeable. I don't know. But let's go back to season 2. Let's go back to Tara. Because the Judas contract messed me up. It messed me up as a kid. Because because Slade, Deathstroke, as he's known in the comics, Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, aka Slade, is a absolute menace, and he's voiced by Hellboy. He's voiced by Ron Perlman, if you don't know, which gave him all the more menace, all the more bad guy 5 stars, just golden voice actor, mwah, beautiful. But Slade was a menace. He manipulated this girl perfectly. Tara could manipulate the Earth. She was basically an Earth bender, guys. Even though not really. She was not really an Earthbender, but she could manipulate the Earth to her will. But she couldn't control it. Earthquakes, rock slides, avalanches, all of it because she couldn't control her powers. Of which she met the Titans and instantly clicked with all of them. But more precisely, she instantly clicked hit with Beast Boy, and Beast Boy fell hard. He fell in love with her hard. Beast Boy and Tara, they kind of got a little something going on. They started out as friends and possibly more. But she wanted to keep the fact that she couldn't control her powers a secret. She wanted the fact that she could not control her powers a secret. She wanted to keep that secret, and Beast Boy found out that she can't control her powers, and she made him promise not to tell. And then at the end of that very same episode, Robin figures it out. Dear God, I'm getting misty-eyed just thinking about it because it's that good. The writers truly knew what they were doing. The writers truly knew what they were doing here when they wrote Teen Titans. Now, at the end of the episode, Robin figures it out. He figures out Tara can't control her powers. And Tara snaps at Beast Boy. She says, you promised me, you lied to me, and just runs out of the tower. And then at the end of the episode, Robin says, I just figured it out. I didn't know it was a secret. The episode ends with Beast Boy throwing the comb and it skipping into the sea. Hey, because earlier in that episode, there was a scene to where Tara and Beast Boy were skipping rocks in front of the tower. Oh my God, it's just so good. It is just so good. I love Teen Titans. And then we get Betrayal, of which Beast Boy and Tara go out on a date, on a quote-unquote date here. And it's so good. It is just so good. Now, she's working with Slade at this point. Tara is working here with Slade here because because of what Beast Boy did. Beast Boy, quote unquote, he betrayed her. She's insecure. She doesn't know what she's doing, but she betrays them. She betrays the Titans. And it's so sad. It's so sad here because as Slade sends his robots, his minions, to go kill the Titans, she gets Beast Boy out of there. Beast Boy makes her a gift and everything. He makes her her own custom mirror in a heart shape. He makes her her own heart-shaped mirror, and it's beautiful. And dear God, can y'all tell I still care about this years and years later? Like, Teen Titans is what? Like, I'd say Let me see here. 2000. It's like what? Like 20, 21 years old. So, and I'm still talking about it to this day. Like, so Tara takes him out on a date and everything goes swimmingly, and they become friends. And if and Tara's a bit unsure at first. Hey, but Beast Boy's like, Tara, are you having fun? Of course I'm having fun. Really? It doesn't seem like it. Because I'm having fun and I want you to have fun. If you're not having fun, I'm not having fun. It's so good, guys. It's such good dialogue and it's a good story. The Judas Contract is so good. Now, the original comic run of the Judas Contract is unbelievably messed up that I will not go into detail here, but it is unbelievably messed up. But so, long story short, they have fun. Here we get a little cute montage of Beast Boy and Tara having the best time, and they sit on the bench, and Beast Boy asks, "What made you change your mind?" It was the ears, wasn't it? Hey, the ladies love the pointy ears. She chuckles at that, or she giggles at that. And then she says, "No, I just really wanted to hang out with you. And because I realized I just really wanted to hang out here with you and spend time with you." And then she says, and I'm paraphrasing here, guys. And she says something aligns, or she says something akin to this: "If you knew something really terrible about me, would you still be my friend? If if you knew something horrible about me, and I mean something truly awful, would you still be my friend?" And he says, "Of course." And then they lean in. They lean in, eyes closed. They're about to kiss, and then we see Slade in the background, but we don't notice it until he actually says something. Now, it's clear that he was there the entire time. Like, what could have been, baby? What could have been with Beast Boy and Tara? I mean, dear God, that is just awesome and phenomenal. This show had such an impact on me that it's the entire reason I fell in love with writing, guys. I was watching this show at my grandmother's house in spring of 2017. Probably around May, June, somewhere around there. But yeah, and I thought to myself, could I write a fan fiction season 6? And I did. Not only did I write a fan fiction season 6, hey, but I wrote a fan fiction season 6, 7, and 8. No, y'all cannot read it. Because one, it is absolutely horrible, and two, I lost the notebook years ago. But Teen Titans, the original TV show, the original 2003 Teen Titans, is the entire reason I fell in love with writing. Because after season 5, after things change, I couldn't deal with that. Things change, Beast Boy. Hey, the girl you want me to be is just a memory. No, I could not accept that. I fixed it in my mind. I fixed it. I made it to where Tara came back into the Titans. She became a full-fledged member of the Teen Titans and got back together with Beast Boy. Note, all of this, it was just really crappy fan fiction, but I digress. Dear God, dear God, I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. That was a horrible and long tangent about Teen Titans. Dear God, I'm so sorry. So, we're 6 minutes away from the hour mark, and I will talk a little bit about Jack, about Samurai Jack, and his journey to get back to the past to slay Aku. So, long ago in a distant land, I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil. But a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me. It's so good, guys. It's so good. So I flung. It's interesting, guys. I forgot the intro halfway through, but it's so good. Hang on, let me retry it. Long ago in a distant land, I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil, but a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me. Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in time and flung the fool into the future where Aku, where my evil is law. And now the fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is Aku. Samurai Jack was super, super good. Also, guys, little detail here, a little detail. The voice of Uncle Iroh is Mako. Is Mako. My bad. Mako. Mako voices Uncle Iroh. He was also the original voice. He was also the original voice of Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, the shogun of sorrow. Just phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff, guys. Phenomenal stuff. Anyways, guys, yeah, I think that's enough of a tangent. But yeah, I'm sorry that I went on that tangent and rant about Teen Titans. I'm passionate about it and all that, guys. I'm also passionate about a lot of other stuff as well. But yeah, guys. Yeah. So yeah, those three shows, they were also very, very good and had very deep themes hid within them. Also, they had some very scary episodes as well. Like, I'll never forget Avatar The Last Airbender's Puppet Master episode. Like, Hana, hey, with the bloodbending, that is actually terrifying. Like, that is legitimately scary. Be- be- because the human body is mostly made up of water, and it's only when the full moon is out and in full swing. It's only when the full moon strikes that you can bloodbend, and bloodbending is horrifying. It is freaking scary. But I digress. But yeah, also another great episode, at least in the case of Teen Titans, is I believe in either season 3 or 5, there's an episode called Haunted, to where Robin keeps having nightmares of Slade, and he keeps seeing them everywhere. Hey, but there is no Slade. But it is an excellent case of PTSD here with Robin. But I digress, guys. Anyways, guys, we are approaching that hour mark. So, yeah. Let's just do the outro just right quick. So that we can just get this done, shall we? So, y'all get the boxing stream towards the end of the month, at the later half of the month, y'all will get the boxing stream. Also, yeah, I'm working on a lot of stuff, guys. Stay tuned. Hey, for my little teaser, at the end of November, y'all get a special something from me Also, guys, I have the channel a lot more organized. The YouTube channel is a lot more organized with a lot more just I have actual playlist of all the videos now. So there's that. And overall it just looks a lot better in my opinion. And yeah. And with that, guys, I am outie. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. He said that way he never miss a video and you'll be notified whenever I upload. And with that, guys, I am outie. I love you guys and thank you guys. Crap. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that. That is just stupid. That is just stupid. It would happen right there, and I'm so sorry. Anyways, guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. His that we never miss a video, and you'll be notified whenever I upload or do one of these. Anyways, guys, here with that, I am outie. I I love you guys and I love you guys and thank you guys.